Hi. So I'm up at Mount Washington right now, and it is quite mild out. I think it was raining a little bit when it should be snowing. But it's still really nice to be up here, really quiet, and a space that I love to kind of come to just think and do some work. It feels a little bit removed, so it's really, I'm very lucky. I wanted to talk today a little bit about alignment and clarity. So these two things, how they just like kind of like go like that together. Um, a few weeks ago, well, it's probably more like a couple months ago, one of my clients asked me this question, and it was a tough question for me, actually. It brought up a lot of interesting feelings. The question was, what do people get when they get you? So, like, what makes you so special, this amazing, what is the most beautiful aspect of you? What do they get when they get relationship or time or connection with you? And seems like an easy question. And we were specifically talking about relationships and like love and this sort of thing and heart areas. But I think this question kind of has a broader span of life. So it could be with, yes, love and relationships. But it could also be business related or goal related or kind of any place that you have connection with other people. What do people get when they get you? And so I was asked this question and I couldn't answer it. And that was awkward and made me feel really vulnerable. And I was like, well, geez, like, I don't even know myself. Like, how can I not answer this question? It should be so easy. It should just be there. And I guess the reality of this question is that, yes, I should be able to answer it better. But my conclusion, and I mean, I'm still working on it still, is that people get a lot when they get me. But more than going into the things that people get when they get me, I'm not going to really go there. I'm going to just talk about why it's important, maybe, to have an idea of what you're offering, what your highest strengths or your best assets or what people get, what's the beautiful little thing, the special part about you that they get when they get you, and why it's important to kind of get clear on that. So I was thinking and I was speculating that if I don't know what I'm bringing to the table in relationships or in business, etc., if I don't know what my strengths are, then the universe picks up that energy. And if I'm sending this energy out like I don't know what I want, I don't even know who I am, then I feel like we're going to attract that energy. It's like we're magnets, right? So if I don't know what I am, if I don't know what my strengths are, I don't know what I bring to the table in love or in relationships or in business, etc., then the universe picks up on that energy and is just going to start giving me random shit. So it's just going to be like this little cycle of like, okay, well, I don't know what she needs. I don't know what she even wants. So I'm going to give this. And the problem with that is it's so far from finding that path of flow in alignment. So I took this question and I am still working with it. But I think the real beauty gem of this question is that it's unrealistic for me to name one thing that people get when they get me because I'm multidimensional and everybody is, right? So people are going to get a lot of cool shit when they get me in business, in love, in relationship, in friendship. And that's really awesome. And kind of narrowing in on what those things are and being very clear, like what you are, what you bring to the table, what your strengths, what your weaknesses are, so that you can have a platform, a foundation to structure intention of things that you need or things that you want to attract more of in your life. So with this question, I've kind of dissected it, and it's been a real project and a good one, right? Like a soul searching kind of like, let's dive into figuring out the little gems of me, right? What is it that I really my highest qualities, my best self. What is that? And getting really clear on what those things are, what those attributes are, what those strengths, weaknesses are, so that I can create more energetic flow towards a path of alignment, right? I want to align my life. I want to attract things that I need. And I think that it starts with like knowing yourself. So my client's question kind of like threw me on my butt a little bit and made me feel like almost like crying. I was like, what the shit? Like, I don't even know how to answer this question. Like, how am I so far from knowing myself that this is like a real struggle question for me? But what it has offered me an opportunity to do is to kind of like think about, hey, like, yeah, it's a tough question, but it's an important question. And it's going to put me on a track of creating more energetic magnetism and more aligned flow to things that I should be connecting with. So that's my 2 cents on alignment and being really clear and starting with like yourself. Obviously, it always starts with this guy. Number one, right? When we get clear on who we are, what we want, what we need, what we offer, what our strengths, what our weaknesses are, then we can align better to find people, business opportunities, growth, accomplish things that we need by bringing in the proper energy, the proper oomph to make these things grow and really thrive and really put ourselves on track. I think that's what it is. So taking that little bit of little nugget of information into the new year and getting really clear on the things that you are first and the things that you want to cultivate, the things that you want to grow, and like how are you going to do that? Like, first, you got to know, number one, you got to know where you stand in that little totem pole. And so that you can kind of like call out to the universe and be like, hey, I'm these things and I need these things. Or like, this would be the perfect person for me. Write a list. And this would be my ideal business collaboration, and make it really clear so that you and the universe are on the same wavelength. Okay, that's all. I hope you have the best weekend. It's a couple days before the new year, and I'm stoked. Like, this is just going to be such a rockin' year. So bringing it in with some solid intentions and really getting clear on alignment and figuring out, like, well, it starts with number one, but also once we're clear with all the things that we need in our life, whether that is, your perfect lover, or your perfect job, or your perfect friendship, family dynamics, get really clear on what that looks like so that the universe isn't confused either. Because when you're on the same team with the universe, you got your clear vision of what life, what goals, what business, what love looks like, then you're going to go there. And that is just like the power of manifesting. Boom. Okay. See you soon.